We'll continue now with Gukesh. Gukesh, you played a very enterprising opening line, to be sure. What was your thought process going into such an imbalanced type position?
Yeah, I mean, I was aware of this game that he played with Adiban in 21 after b5 knight d7, and a3 was a new move, which is almost never played before. I think I don't know if it's a novelty, but it's like very rare at least. And yeah, it's something that my team had prepared and showed me last night, and I really liked the idea. So full credit to my team, but what happened after this, I was just horrible by me. I mean, I knew this position was slightly better for me, and I think from here I played like I don't know where I could have improved, but I spent so much time and came up with this stupid plan, which is probably just. I mean,
Sorry, there's just a sound. Whoever that is can turn off their phones, please. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I thought this position is already. I thought I was in trouble here already, which is probably right. But I was just trying to make some moves to not lose on the spot, and yeah, I think after h5 I spotted this b6 idea, and I was kind of. I thought when I played b6, at least I'm like getting out of the worst right now. But until I played knight c2, I didn't realize I actually had some chances to take over the game. And after this went quite quickly. But probably we both were like had less time than the number of moves we had to make. So it was just yeah. I mean, it was like almost like a blitz game. So yeah.
It was an issue watching him think for 38 minutes, and then at some point you think for an hour. When he was thinking all that time, was there any feeling in you like this preparation has really paid off? Or obviously you're not going to be winning from the opening moves, but at least he's deep into it for 38 minutes. What were your thoughts at that moment?
Yeah, I was happy when I saw him think, because I was still like quite well prepared in that position, and I thought it's not easy to figure out. So yeah, I was happy to get the time advantage. But then yeah, I mean,
you thought for an hour.
Yeah, that
was suddenly flipped. What were you thinking then?
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I was calculating so many different lines. I knew this was slightly better, but I couldn't figure out the exact way.
By the way, just to go back 2 moves, it seems like c5 was better than d3.
Ah, really? Oh, okay.
In this position, bringing the bishop to this diagonal as opposed to.
I was considering this actually, but actually I saw some line like bishop f3, queen f3. I was checking this in the morning, and maybe I kind of mixed up. I think knight c6 d3 was what I saw in the morning, and I thought I just played d3 fast, and then after this I realized, okay, his knight is coming directly to c5. I was still under the assumption that I should have something, but probably I already.
Once it got to the time pressure situation, and by the way, he started to play really fast, as you know, and you caught up on the clock, and then you passed him on the clock. And once it got to that time pressure situation, how did you stay composed? As you said, it's now goes from a classical game to more like a rapid blitz type format with the World Championship on the line. Did you even give thought to that, or you were just so locked in the moment that you just had to play?
Yeah, I mean, I think around this point I was already like kicking myself like really, really badly for, I mean, it was such a normal position, and then suddenly my queen is stuck on f4 and I didn't know what to do. So at that moment, I was just kicking myself. I had some problems to get myself back on the game, but then I was just trying to make one move at a time and not lose on the spot. And this a4 was, I think, a very, very important resource, because at first I just had no idea what to do in this position. And then I saw a4. I was like, okay, at least I can get bishop a3, bishop c5 and just sit tight. And then after h5 I even got this like open b file. So yeah, here I was already feeling better, that I'm out of danger. But yeah, it completely turned around unexpectedly.
When he blundered knight c6, queen c6, excuse me, did it come as a shock to you? You saw it on the board. What was your instant feeling when you realized, whoa, this game has changed?
Okay, at that point it was already clear that I was completely... I think knight a7 was his last chance. At least I thought during the game. Like, take everything, rook b8.
Yep.
And if I go back, he just goes knight c6, knight b4. I thought this was his best try. But once he played rook b8, I thought it's already like really tough for him, because...
I think e6 was the real mistake for
Really?
him here.
Okay.
Like the
What should he do?
serious move. I think it was knight. Somebody have to help me. I forget what the move is here, but e6 is the mistake. Maybe just rook d8. I think rook d8, and allow the knight c5 and the b7 to fall. But e6 is the mistake.
Knight c5, knight a7. But if I go rook d8, rook b1.
No, you're definitely fine. I mean, you're doing
Yeah.
well, but I'm pretty sure that the
Okay.
e6 move was the one, the
Okay.
culprit.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it was already like he was also so low on. I mean, we both were, but he was more. I had like maybe 2-3 minutes more than him. So,
Did you just sort of feel like you were in cruise control? All the initiative was yours. You're just playing with flow at this point, and
yeah, at this point, like, it usually happens when you think you're just losing, and then you get some chance. I mean, you get out of danger, and then you suddenly have, and suddenly you see that you can actually take over the game. It's a very pleasant feeling. So, I was basically just making moves, and yeah, it quickly went completely out of control for him. And this, I spotted it before, but it was nice to play.
not often we get to sacrifice a queen in a world championship match. Yeah, you're one of the few with that feeling. I will open up the floor now to reporters to ask Gukesh some questions.
For Gukesh, obviously, Michael Rahal from FIDE, Deputy Press Officer. So, Gukesh, according to my database, this was the first time in your life that you played the reversed Blumenfeld gambit, at least according to my database. I did notice that Arjun Erigaisi has had quite a bit of success with this line recently, mostly in blitz games. So, I have a double question, very short. How difficult is it for you to play this type of gambit, which could be a gambit, in such an important game with so much on the line? I don't remember you being much of a gambit player. That would be my first basic question.
Yeah, I mean, basically this line, it's obviously very double-edged, but we just thought we had good odds of out-preparing him, and we thought, like, my team did some really amazing work in this line, and I looked at the line. I felt it was very interesting, and the risk-reward ratio was quite nice, because I would be surprising him for sure. So, yeah,
It does make sense to ask you then if Arjun is one of the members of your team helping you out with this line or any of the other lines.
I mean, we'll get to know the team soon, I think.
So possibly then.
Sorry?
Possibly then.
We'll see after the match.
We'll see. Okay. Cheers.
Hi Gukesh, congrats. My name is Atreo. I work for Rev Sports. My question is, in the context of this match...
Could you get a little closer to the microphone, please? Sorry, we're not hearing you.
Hello, my name is Atreo. I work for Rev Sports. My question is, in the context of this match, how significant do you think is this win?
I mean, obviously, this is a very, very important win. Yeah, I mean, we were going head to head for like last seven games, all ended in draws. I missed a couple of chances earlier, so this, especially since this game could have easily gone the other way as well. So, in that, considering that, it's, yeah, I mean, it's just very, very important game. But there's still three more very very important games to go.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Lokesh from India. Question is, before and after the games today, people were cheering for you and they were shouting for you. So I don't know if you have noticed this, but if you have, how does that feel? And that's my question. And congrats for what you're doing. Nobody on the planet has ever done this before. So yeah, what's your reaction on people cheering for you?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I did notice the Indian fans cheering my name, and yeah, cheering for me, and it means a lot to me. I mean, before the game, I mean, when I'm in the zone, I do not really think about these things much, but it's always nice to see that people support me. And after the game, when I was coming out of the playing hall, I could hear some very nice celebrations. Although I did not see them live, but I could hear, which was very nice. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Indian fans are the best. So yeah, I am really grateful for all the support, and yeah, it really gives me more, especially since it has been quite a long match. All these little things give me the extra energy I need. So yeah, I'd like to thank the fans.
Thank you and good luck.
Gukesh, can you just give a thought process as to why you came out with this opening for your second last white match? Why wasn't it your last white match or your previous white match? Any kind of thought process, or did it just happen by accident?
I mean, many different reasons. Like every game I play, I mean, according to that info I have at that moment, we just decided what could be the best try for that game. Yeah, some of the opening ideas worked well, some did not, but it's normal. I mean, today, yeah, today we just thought this idea is a good one. It worked really well. The opening goal was achieved, but then I did some stupid things. But I'm super happy that that I could pull myself back together, and yeah, I'm obviously very happy with the result.
Well, Gukesh, you're ahead in the match for the first time, and after all these previous games were getting drawn, were you a bit concerned? And how did you feel today? Were you more relieved or happy?
I wouldn't say I was concerned because of the draws. I still thought there are a few interesting games ahead and anything can happen. So I was just taking one game at a time. And today, yeah, during the game I was I kind of lost my cool at some point because I achieved exactly what I wanted out of the opening, and then I just went crazy for some time. But after that, once I realized I'm not losing, and then I realized I have chances, and then I won the game. It's it's mostly a relief, I would say, because at some point I was just really worried about my position. So yeah, obviously a super happy and relieving game.
Abhidaya from Chessbase India. First of all, a huge congratulations to Gukesh. When you played the move knight to a1, when everyone was expecting rook d to b1, did you think knight to a1 was stronger, or you just played because you thought the opponent would not have expected it?
Yeah, my rook d b1 was my first instinct, but after rook b8 I couldn't see. Basically I was keeping my rook on d1 to not allow his bishop to come to d2 b4. I don't know, maybe there is some clever way here, but I did not see it during the game. So I thought knight a1, first of all I did not see, after I played knight a1 I realized knight a7 might be a very good defensive move, after which I think it should just be a draw. I don't know, maybe I can try, but when I played knight a1, I did not see knight a7, and also, yeah, it was also partly because rook d b1 is the natural move, and knight a1, I thought, at least in time pressure, it will be really hard for him to handle because the knight jumps are like always so tricky to calculate. Yeah, so.
Prashant from Dopamine Media. Congratulations, Gukesh. Well played. And you said you lost your cool at some point in time, but you give this Dhoni kind of a vibe. And what happened in those 6 minutes when you went inside and then came back different? So there was this basically regained confidence. It seemed to the audience that there was this regained confidence. So what happened in those 6 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, when I was drifting with all these long things, I just got really mad at myself. So I was also getting lower than him on the clock, but I thought I should take a break now and I should just refresh because I wasn't thinking clearly at that moment. So yeah, I just went to my lounge. I just spent a couple of minutes calming myself down, and I just told myself, okay, now I've already spoiled the advantage. Now let me just make one move at a time and not make any more mistakes. So after that I was just trying to play one move at a time, just not losing on the spot, and then somehow things went very well.
MikeLine with chess.com. Before I get started with the question, congratulations on winning $200,000. I know the title's more important to you, and I think you have made $1 million. So congratulations on being a millionaire at the age of 18. Again, I know the title's more important, but that's impressive. My question to you, it seems like in the last 6 games or so, I'm thinking of the Rookie 1 game, the F6 game, and of course the choice of openings here, that your team has perhaps out-prepared your opponent's team. Would you agree with that?
I guess after the match we can clearly say if we are out prepared or not, but till now it seems like, every game we are having the opening edge over our opponents, and I mean, my team is just doing an amazing work. Yeah, Gayu and the whole team. Would love to reveal the whole team after the match, but all the guys, I mean, they've been super hardworking, super motivating for me, and they are doing not only the opening work, but also all the training we had in the past 6 months. It was super fun with them. So, I mean, full credit to my team, and in the next remaining games also, hopefully we do some amazing work.
I randomly saw Gayu walking around 2 hours before the game started outside the hotel room. So it sounds like your opening was pretty set by that point. Is that right?
I mean, I'm sorry, I did not get that.
You weren't doing last-minute prep. You had your opening ready several hours before game started today.
Yeah, I mean, we have a routine and we try to follow it. But yeah, Gayu also likes to walk a lot.
He does, yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Gukesh. Aditya from ESPN here. You are known as this really ambitious player. You've shown that you don't really like draws. You decline repetition. So does the score of this match now change your mindset in any way in terms of maybe being solid and taking draws is obviously wins you the World Championship. So does it change your mindset on how you play the last 3 games?
I mean, coming into the match from the start, I was trying my best. Obviously, it's not possible to not think about the result at all, but I was trying my best to focus on the process, playing good moves in every position, playing good games, and that is the only way that you can get the result you want. So the approach is still the same. I've yeah, I am going to try my best to play good chess in the remaining rounds, and yeah, if I do that, things logically should go well.
From Trinity Mirror. Before the start of the match, everyone saw you as the potential favorite. And once the match started, Ding started, he won the first match, and then you equalized, and there were a lot of draws. So Ding's strategy seemed to be that he wanted to push the match into rapid and blitz format where he felt that he had a better chance. So what was your strategy? Because we saw you going for, you're pushing more and for the win. So now, basically, what do you feel is your biggest strength? Is your mental strength like the key for you in terms of taking the lead? So how would you classify your position right now as compared to before the start of the match? What was the key to gaining the lead this time?
I guess yeah, first of all, after the first game, I had to show some mental resistance because obviously it was not a pleasant thing to lose the first game of the World Championship. But then once I hit back, I started playing some good chess. Yeah, there were some missed chances, and I don't think my opponent was just playing for draws. I mean, he was. He had some better positions in the match, and also I don't think it's possible to it's a 14-game long match, and I don't think you can plan from the start to take the match to tie breaks. It's because in chess always mistakes happen. Yeah. So yeah, and what is my key to taking the lead? I think this game was just a roller coaster. It could have easily gone the other way. So I think in this game I would say maybe the key was that I could accept that I have screwed up after that opening, and then I could refocus. So I think that was that I'm quite happy about. Yeah.
Follow up to that, you have worked with Paddy Upton, mental conditioning coach. So how has that helped you in preparation for this match in particular, and will that help you in future as well? Have you changed any in terms of preparation style?
Yeah, working with Paddy has been super enjoyable and instructive for me, and considering the height of the World Championship, there are more emotional struggles in more than any other tournament. So yeah, we had a lot of conversations. I learned a lot. He said a lot of things that has helped me in many of the games where because whenever you kind of lose your focus or you get emotional, you should come back to the game and play the best move, and it's not always easy if you it's not always easy to do. So his teachings have really helped me a lot. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kyla, representing the local organizing committee. First of all, congratulations. And second of all, as you described the last part of the game as more like a blitz game. And in both rapid and blitz, Ding is ranked in the top 5 in the world, I think as high as second in blitz or rapid. So was that a concern for you when you both were entering into mutual time trouble? Were you concerned that he might outplay you under those stressful time conditions?
At that point, I was just trying to defend what I thought was a worse position. So at that point, my only focus was on playing the move that does not lose on the spot. I think this A4 which I found is, I'm not sure if it's right. I'm not sure if I'm right, but this A4.
You are right.
Yeah. So this A4 seems to be the only way to keep the keep the game under control. So I was just trying to make one good move at a time. I wasn't thinking about the result, and yeah, like it. I mean, in a blink of an eye, it completely turned around. So yeah, there was not much thinking going on. I was just making moves. Yeah.
And between this and your victory in game 3, is there one that you're prouder of?
You mean any game or?
Yeah, between this win and your previous win, is there one that you're prouder of?
More proud of.
Oh, okay. Between these two. I guess the third game, I mean, both games were a bit of, I mean, in the third game, he had this one moment instead of rook h5, I could have played bishop f5, and he was probably slightly better. But I think that was that game. I at least I felt more in control, and this game I had to show some mental resistance to win. So actually, this feels, although the quality of this game was probably not the highest, I felt like. Yeah, this one is more pleasing because of what I mentioned.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Last few questions, please.
Shirley is asking on behalf of FIDE social media, this time from a follower, Amulya Bania. Does the pressure of playing on the world stage inspire your creativity or restrict it?
I think a bit of both, because I mean, before I entered the elite, I was like a super aggressive player, and I was going all in for a win in every single game. And when I entered the elite, it's like I learned that like some amount of solidity is also very important. And the same in this match. I think in some games I'm more creative, and in some games I realized that I can't I can't be like going for a win in all the games. I should be practical as well. So a bit of both, I would say. But opening wise, at least I've been showing more creative ideas, I think. So yeah.
Maria for the Chess Socials. Gukesh, first of all, congratulations on this massive step towards the title. It's probably nothing, but the first question is, you seemed a little bit confused when Ding was showing some lines, particularly following G6. You were looking at the computer. Could you elaborate? Was there something that particularly surprised you?
No, I mean, I was more surprised with Ding saying he thought he was in trouble after G6, because I thought I was in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But, so yeah, it was just very, I mean, difference of opinion. Yeah, I mean, maybe he was right. Maybe after G6 I'm already out of danger, but I certainly didn't think I was better. So yeah, I was just surprised by.
Yeah, you're not sure which line is proving one of you right or wrong.
Sorry?
You're not sure which line is it that proves one of you being right or wrong.
I think I might be right, because it doesn't, with this queen on f4 and
Mm-hmm.
this position does not really look dangerous for black. So probably I'm right, but I don't know the exact details. Yeah.
Well, it certainly gives all your fans huge hope that you are evaluating positions so well. One more question. Is there a difference in your routine that will be tonight versus after game 1?
During tournaments, I generally try to do the same things for the whole tournament as I do on the first day. So I try to be quite strict with my routine, and yeah, it won't be any different. Yeah, I would just try to do the same things and get in right shape for the remaining games. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
This question comes from the joint stream with ChessBase India and Chess.com India. Your sponsor, Westbridge CEO, Mr. Sandeep Singhal, went on the stream today, and he told a story about you playing squash on the rest day, and he described you as very competitive. I think we'd all like to see that, because I know chess is a very gentlemanly game with decorum, but would you say that you are very competitive in all aspects of your life and in sports and things like that?
Yeah, first of all, it was nice that Sandeep sir had come to Singapore to watch the match, and on the rest day we went out a bit. We played some squash and we spent some nice time, which was really refreshing. So yeah, I'd like to thank him for all the support. And whether I'm competitive, I guess when you're in sport at a high level, you have to be a bit competitive. But yeah, I don't know how much, or it depends on who you compare me with. But I'm decently competitive.
Fair enough. Congrats again.
Thanks to Gukesh for sitting here. Reminders to the reporters. Today was definitely an exceptional case, so let's try to restrict our questions to just one in the future. And thanks for your patience, our understanding, and allowing Ding to leave early. It would have been very difficult for him to sit here to answer all those questions, or to listen to Gukesh answer all those questions. Congratulations once again to the challenger. The next game is tomorrow at 5 p.m. See you then. Have a good evening.